first time I've said this in a long time. Zooey mama.
Was that the intro?
That might be the intro. I can talk so quiet and you guys can still hear me now.
I can't even hear Noah that much. You hear that?
Jordan, what do you hate?
You know what I hate? I hate when you're in class, right? And you're not really paying attention, and then you just hear your name, and you say, what do you think about that? And then you weren't paying attention, so you either have to lie and say, oh, I think this, and just kind of risk it a little bit, or just be honest and say, I wasn't paying attention, or I don't know. That's very awkward for me, and it gives me anxiety.
I was actually very good at
Going
with it, rolling with it and getting away with it most of the time.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually pretty good at that.
I wasn't. I had to be like, I don't know. My usual answer was I don't know.
Because of the sheer volume, the sheer amount of time that I spent spaced out in class.
Yeah.
So I had to get good at it because I spent so much time just spaced out.
Yeah. Dang. Did that happen to you a lot?
Well, I had ADHD, so yes.
No, I mean no, what do you think kind of thing?
Yeah, that happened, and teachers always, because of how much I spaced out, teachers always tried to catch me spacing out, and then I'd just be like,
but you'd
here's
win.
The answer.
Yeah.
Yo, son.
You say that.
Come at me. That's what I said to my teachers.
Word for word.
All of that. And they were surprised every time.
It happened to me twice today.
Today?
Once in each class.
Oh, yeah, classes, man. Yeah. You're in classes again.
No,
what
do you
hate?
About
that. I hate podcasts with not crisp audio.
Me too. And guess what?
We're not one of them anymore.
Welcome to the We Hate Things podcast.
Welcome to We Hate Things, a very crisp episode of We Hate Things. This is episode 17.
Season 2.
Season 2 of We Hate Things. We took we'll get into it a little bit more, but we took a week off last week, and now we have 2 mics, and they're working, and it's amazing. And I'm going to be using a new video editing software for this week, and we'll see how that works. Mm-hmm. It's season 2, baby.
We also hired someone to edit now, so
it's still me.
We have so much money.
It's still me. I'm paying myself, which just means I'm not doing anything.
I just want you guys to know how much money we have.
He doesn't have a lot. I have a decent amount of money because I work.
We're just so
full-time.
rich that our quality. We just went up so much, and that's why it's season 2 now.
That's why we decided to make it season 2, because we took a week off and then
it's more of a joke,
things.
But whatever.
Yeah, we're not going to start over again at calling it episode 1. It's still episode 17.
Yeah, we mostly got 2. Well, first we got 2, because we wanted multiple guests next week.
Well, we're gonna start being able to have next week. We're planning on having 4 people total. Yeah. Sorry, so 2 guests.
Yeah.
And with 2 mics, that just makes the audio a lot easier.
Right. Also it just
makes us sound amazing.
The reason why we didn't
listen to me whisper in your ears.
I'm so sorry about this.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Talk this far away.
The reason why we didn't record last week is because we didn't feel like it.
We both had a very mentally taxing week, and it would have been a bad episode, so we thought we'd spare all of you.
Our heart wasn't in it, so we didn't do it.
Yeah, so we took a week off.
We're doing this for fun, and if it's not fun, we're not going to do it.
Yeah. So if we're not having fun, we're not going to do it. That doesn't make any sense because we're doing this for fun.
Yes.
Sorry, 1 second. I need to.
1 second, and now we're good.
So we're back this week, and this week is still a hard week for both of us, but we wanted to do it this week.
Yeah, let's do.
So we're here.
Life updates.
Wait, what was it?
Ooh.
Life updates.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll start. Last week was just a very hard work week for me. There's just a lot of back-to-back stuff making my life very hard, and I was very tired. And this week I am too. Yesterday was one of the hardest work days ever. It was crazy, and it was again just back-to-back stuff. But I found my peace in it, and I'm okay now. So yeah, it's been a weird couple weeks for I think both of us. It's been kind of crazy lately, as you can probably tell by the way the podcast has been a little bit all over the place. As in, we haven't had a guest since Scott, I think.
That was a month ago.
Which was a month ago now, and we skipped a week, and things have been crazy. So this week should be the start of us getting back on track and we have new stuff and everything. So
Yeah.
that's why we're calling it season 2.
Yeah.
It's the rebirth.
Rebirth. We have at least 2 weeks of guests lined up too,
Yeah.
which we haven't had since
Since before Scott.
before
Since
Scott,
a long time ago.
which is over a month ago, and it feels good now. We're good. But yeah,
I can't believe we didn't clap sync. That was crazy. I'm gonna have to go looking for that. It's gonna make the whole beginning of the video very awkward. And
That's
now that
fine.
I have to deal with 2 audio sources, it's gonna
at least you
make
have 2 days now.
editing very strange.
You don't have 1 day.
Yeah, we're recording on Wednesdays now at my request, so I have more time to edit.
Yeah.
Because when we were recording on Thursdays, we'd have to
Do
finish
it all
here.
in one night.
We would have to finish here, and then I would have to go in there, download everything, and edit it all, and get it up
Publish
to
it.
get the upload starting, all in a few hours.
Yeah.
So I requested that we start doing it on Wednesdays, and we are doing that now.
Yeah.
You need to turn that down a little bit.
Yeah.
To the right a little bit. A little bit more. Yeah, that's fine right there.
Okay.
Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll make my editing life a little bit easier. Yeah, I mean, I think that's life updates for me. I'm getting back on track. It's been a rough week and a half, but it happens sometimes,
Yeah.
and I've come to terms with it.
Yeah.
It's okay. What about you? What's going on with you?
School started on Monday,
Yeah, that's
and
always fun.
it's all Zoom. It's
Yeah,
all
that
online.
sucks.
It's all on Canvas, which is the school thing that Biola uses. I visited the Haven House, which is my Biola boys. They have the house together of 9 people. I visited there. It looks great. They don't have Wi-Fi for another week and a half, and they
Ooh.
started school this week.
How are they?
Either hotspot or going to coffee shops or
That sucks.
on their phones. Yeah,
That really sucks.
yeah. So
They should have gotten Wi-Fi.
yeah,
That's my opinion.
they should have.
That's my opinion.
And
This
everyone
joke,
knows that
that joke won't keep going on, but this week, since it's our first week with 2 mics, I'll keep doing this
he's just really excited
because
about
it's
the mics.
fun. Because it sounds so much. We did a test yesterday, and it sounds so much better.
Yeah.
So I'm just really excited because I'm a nerd, and I like nice audio, and I'm the producer, and I want things to be the way I want them to be.
True.
So what else is going on?
I don't know. I'll be honest. The last week has been rough.
Yeah.
Just mentally, just overwhelming. Getting school started, money, also, and I thought I was gonna work at Noah's work, but then that might not work out because of my class schedule.
Yeah.
So I might have to start getting a new job too, because I can't DoorDash while doing school, just because that just doesn't work with my car too. I don't think it can last for DoorDash for a while because it's very draining on my car. So I might have to find a new job there. And my head wasn't processing the amount of stuff I have to work on, including my mental health.
Yeah.
Mental health, school, social life with my friends and my girlfriend, up by school, and doing the podcast, and everything just kind of built up a lot. But the last 2 days actually haven't been that bad.
We didn't start with.
Oh,
Did we start with these
yeah,
in
we
our
did.
hands?
We did. Yeah.
Are you sure?
This is Martinelli.
Martinelli's. It's the cranberry apple one.
Yep. But yeah.
Are you
Overall,
sure we started with these in our hands?
we did. I remember. You put it down right away.
Editor, go show us if we did. Thank you.
Whoa.
I don't think we did.
It's weird that that you're watching this right now.
I'm editing this right
We're
now.
breaking the fourth wall.
I'm the editor, and the producer, and the cool guy.
That's not part of the.
Oh,
Oh,
I got you. I almost got you.
oh, dude, you're this close.
In reality, neither of us are the cool guy.
But yeah, life update. Just waiting for this week to be over, and then we're
This
gonna
week.
just like think about everything. You know
This
how
week
you
is
just
going
don't think.
So slow, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
I thought it was Thursday today.
because so much happened yesterday to me, just at work and everything, that it feels like it should be Thursday or Friday already,
Yep.
and it's only Wednesday. It feels like it should be Friday, and it's
Yeah.
only Wednesday.
I agree.
this week, man.
Labor Day, though, on Monday.
Labor Day on Monday. I do
JJ's
get the
birthday
day
on
off.
Tuesday. He turns 21.
Oh, nice.
We're going to try to celebrate with that.
Nice.
But yeah, overall, things are looking up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I thought when school started, things were going to be terrible. Yeah. This actually kind of helped a lot.
This is a great, like, this makes me happy.
Yeah.
So this helped a lot.
Also, you guys can see
This is
Noah's
my
laptop
computer.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We decided to put it in the middle, so, the cords are...
Really, so you can see it. We just wanted you guys to see
Yeah,
it.
I have a
so.
bunch of stickers on it because I'm one of those kind of people.
Yeah.
How does it look? Let me know. I need to put some more stickers in the middle right
Did
there.
you have things there, or was it always empty?
I never had things
Okay.
there. I need to put some stuff there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I might be getting a new laptop in the next month or two.
Yeah.
I have to save up, of course, because my laptop is 4 years old now. Yeah, 4 years old now, and that's a lot for the laptop I have. It's pretty big. It's not Apple. It's Microsoft Lenovo. It works still, but it's super slow, and it can't run a lot, and the fan is super loud. Like, I can't really do Zoom now because, and if I unmute, my fan just takes up all the audio.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's pretty bad. So I might be doing that, and I just realized I have to take all my stickers off, or I have to get new ones for my new one.
Yeah, no, do that. I mean, if you take all your stickers off, they're not going to stick as well.
No, they're not.
They're just going to come off.
I'm not gonna do
You're
that.
just going to have to get new ones.
Just keep my laptop and have the stickers for memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's life update for me.
I think
But yeah.
yeah. I think that's about it for my life updates too. I don't really have much else.
Mm-hmm.
Things are okay.
Things are okay.
Things are gonna be
Things are
okay.
good.
Yeah.
All right, what's next,
on.
buddy? There's a
Dog
hair.
hair. That's Poppy's hair right there.
Yeah.
So we
Still
got
smells
we got a few things to talk about this week.
I just sniffed my mic and I just realized they're gonna hear that.
That's great.
Sorry.
Let's see. We have quite a few things to talk about this week actually. So let's get started. Music recommendation of the week. We're gonna start doing just sort of recommendations of the week, whether it be music, movies, TV shows, whatever.
Just in case you want something new.
Yeah. I actually don't have any new music recommendations of the week, so Jordan does.
I do. I have two, actually. So, I don't know about you guys, but I personally want new music pretty often, whether it be in the same genre or just a different genre, new artist or an artist I've heard before, just haven't heard any songs. So I'm going to preface my recommendations by stating what the genre is, and then moving into the artist, I have two. One of them is more of a folk music in the 70s, very acoustic. Both has slow stuff and good rapid stuff.
David Croce.
Yep.
I was right?
Nope, actually you weren't because it's Jim Croce.
Wait, why did I say David Croce?
I don't know. I think it's Bowie, maybe David Bowie.
Nope. I
But
have
that's
no
not my
idea.
recommendation. Jim Croce.
Jim Croce is what I meant to say.
You've probably heard of him, but not a lot of people have.
Who's David Croce?
I don't know.
David
Crowder?
Crowder, maybe? Jim Croce.
We found our we found a title.
David. My favorite musician is David Crouchy.
Crouchy. You just changed it again.
That wasn't intentional.
So my
right,
music
Jim
recommendation
Croce.
is now a joke. But
yeah,
I'm
it
serious
always
though.
was.
Jim Croce is
Jim
actually
Croce is
one of my
really
favorite
good,
artists
yeah.
of all time. He died very young. He only produced 4 albums, I think. All of them are amazing. All have their different tastes and stuff. Very folk. So if you like acoustic, if you like rock,
If you like Simon and Garfunkel, you'll like Jim Croce.
yeah. So I think I'd give it a listen. The album Don't Mess Around with Jim is the best one. It's his
Yeah.
first one. It has Time in a Bottle, I believe. It has Box Number 10, has Operator. And all of them are good. I highly recommend it. My other one is...
If you like John Denver, you like Jim Croce.
Yes. He's more country, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's more country. Jim Croce isn't country,
he's a
it's
mix.
folk.
He's a mix.
Yeah.
of
He's more of the
different
rock.
things. Yeah, he's rock folk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other music recommendation is another folk modern kind of thing. Definitely not for everybody. I've realized. It's the Avett Brothers. They are a contemporary folk kind of thing, and I've been liking them ever since high school.
Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
But I have the same argument or the same problem with them as you do with a few other people I've talked about. All of their music sounds the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you do,
I just get bored of it. I do like them,
yeah,
but in small amounts. I can't just like listen through them. I just get bored.
Yeah. The album you should listen to if you want to do like it's more of like alternative folk kind of thing, indie. So if you want to try them, try the album I Am Lovin' You. That's their best album, and that has the most variety of what they have, and it's a good first impression, because that was my first impression.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I heard probably first too.
The first song I heard was I Am Lovin' You, and I fell in love with it. It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, that's probably their most popular song.
But yeah, that's my music recommendation of the week. Jim Croce and Avett Brothers. Check it out.
Or Live and Die. Probably their most famous songs.
Yeah, Live and Die.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, all of their music sounds the same to me. But I do enjoy them at times.
Jim Croce is the real music recommendation.
All right, you had this one written down. Favorite coming-of-age stories / movies.
Right.
Also, welcome to We Hate Movies, the movie segment of the podcast.
Welcome to We Hate Movies.
We hate movies. We don't, where we very much do not hate movies.
Don't,
in fact,
at all.
We both love movies so much.
Yeah.
It originally started as just the movie review segment of the podcast. I'm changing it to the movie segment of the podcast.
Yeah.
Just all movie stuff.
Because guess what? We forgot to tell you that
there's a lot of stuff going on. In 2 weeks from... we never decided. Possibly next week, so watch them in the next week. Unfortunately, we are at the stage of Marvel where we have to watch Thor 2 and Iron Man 3 at the same time. My least favorite thing about the fact that we have to review those movies next week is that we have to watch them. Because my least favorite thing to do is watch those movies.
Phase 2 of the MCU is just...
It's the weakest phase.
It's the weakest one. It has
Thor
2
2,
good movies.
Okay, Iron Man 3 I just think is kind of boring, and they ruined the villain. I don't like the villain that much.
We'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week. But Thor 2 is just a straight up bad movie.
Yeah.
So, very excited for that.
So that'll be fun.
It won't be. Anyway, this week's movie segment, We Hate Movies segment. Favorite coming-of-age story / movies.
Yeah. There's different sections of it, like 80s coming-of-age stories is different from
today.
Modern ones, sorry.
I think 80s are the way to go. I think 80s is the best.
They defined it, that's why. Like, stories like Breakfast Club, I think is...
Breakfast Club has to be up there.
Because it defined the genre.
That is like the definition of a coming-of-age story.
It's a movie for adults, for them trying to understand, to help them try to understand what teenagers go through mentally and socially.
And it's also a movie for kids, saying, "Hey, not everything you do as a teenager is trivial, like a lot of adults will tell you.
Yeah,
your life still matters. What you do still matters.
What you do still matters, even though when adults say it doesn't.
Yeah." Because you're still alive and you're still experiencing things, so those things still matter.
Yeah.
But not as much as you think they do. To go back to last episode.
That's really our
that was last
slogan.
episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said nothing matters as much as you think it does.
Yeah.
But that's for all ages.
Yeah.
I originally said that for high schoolers, but that's for everybody. Adults, children, whatever. But yeah, things still matter.
Later.
That wasn't me saying things don't matter.
Yeah.
So, Breakfast Club is saying that even as a high schooler, things matter still.
Also, if you are a high schooler...
Your problems are still real problems.
Yeah. If you are a high schooler and you're watching it, you realize that people that seem different from you are actually suffering just as much as you are, and you should feel passionate about that.
Be nice to people.
Be nice to people. Don't be a jerk, and people need love just as much as you want to be loved. So love other people.
Yeah.
Good coming of age story. Another one is Perks of Being a Wallflower.
That's a more modern one, and it's very much more serious.
It has
one.
Percy Jackson in it. So
Logan Lerman.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
Emma Watson, and the Flash.
Forgot his name. Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Good act. I really like him as an actor.
I like him a lot.
And I think he's good as the Flash, to be honest.
I haven't seen him as a Flash.
I have. Okay, so my recommendation would either be Breakfast Club or Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ooh.
Ferris
That's
Bueller's
like the
Day Off,
opposite 80s coming of age story.
it's the more jokey coming of age story. And I very much enjoy that. Who doesn't like that movie?
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It's a classic.
Or obviously Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Both of those are classic coming of age stories that I would recommend to everyone. Now, to keep moving in this We Hate Movies segment, because we talked about The Flash, we get to talk about the Snyder Cut of the Justice League.
That's coming out.
So, if you don't know, Zack Snyder was the original director of the Justice League movie. The Justice League movie was really bad. He was the original director, but then halfway through filming the movie, they basically kicked him out and brought a new director in because they didn't like what he was doing. But they didn't just start over making the movie. They just took what he had already done and then tried to mash it up with what this new director was doing, and it did not come out well. So, the Snyder Cut is, first of all, I'm pretty sure it's like 4 hours long.
What?
Yeah. And second of all, it's what it was supposed to be, the Justice League movie. It's what Zack Snyder's original vision was, so we'll see if it's good. I'm still not sure. The trailer looks good, but also Batman v Superman wasn't that good, and Zack Snyder did that.
Okay.
So it still might not be good, but at least we will see what it was originally supposed to be.
For those of you that saying, "Oh, it's just going to be the same movie," I haven't seen it.
Not.
But based on Noah's observation, he said that that the trailer that they released in 4:3 for some reason.
For some reason, it was released in a very strange 4:3 aspect ratio.
He said that most, like 80% to 90% of the scenes that was shown in the trailer just weren't in the other movie.
Did you feel that? I felt like a water hit me.
Sex. Oh, did you feel that?
I did. What was that?
I don't know.
80 to 90% of the scenes in the new trailer for the Snyder Cut of the Justice League were not in the original movie. I saw the original movie. Bad movie.
I haven't seen it.
Bad
because
movie.
That.
Yeah. So maybe it might be good. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. And it's 4 hours long, but apparently they're going to be doing it. It's coming out on HBO Max. But apparently they're going to be doing it like segmented, like 4 1-hour segments.
So like an episode.
Like,
thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's still
like
a full movie,
mini-series?
but like they did with Hateful Eight.
So yeah.
On Netflix, the extended version of Hateful Eight they released in like segments, chapters. Yeah. So apparently they're doing that with the Justice League 2 to make it more digestible because
Why
it's
HBO?
4 hours long. Money, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I would assume.
But yeah, next year, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Now, who cares about the Justice League when you have Batman?
Okay.
Actually, wait. You know what? We'll save that for the last movie we talk about because we're very excited.
Wait. Okay. So if you don't know, the DC fandom was a couple weeks ago.
It was a 24-hour live stream
of DC stuff that's coming out in the next year or so.
Just new DC stuff. Video games, movies, comics, whatever. Just new DC stuff. Mm-hmm. One movie trailer, sort of trailer, teaser they released was for the Suicide Squad.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that first. It's called The Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad that came out a couple years ago. That was really bad also. Mm-hmm. The Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn. It has actually... Who directed Guardians of the Galaxy, if you don't know.
Giving context.
Yeah. And he's a really good director, so I am excited to see what he does with it. It does have some of the same characters as that other bad Suicide Squad movie.
Actors and everything.
But it's also like a reboot. It's not a sequel at all. So it's a very interesting take they're doing on it, and I am actually excited for it because I do like James Gunn, and he's good at doing the mashup movie, like group films.
Yeah. Also, the original Suicide Squad had like 8 characters or something. This one has like 20 something.
It has like 20 something. Yeah. It's insane, which...
With a lot of big names, too.
With a lot of big names.
Like
we were talking about this earlier today.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to... I personally think some of the characters are going to die in this movie because they're going to do a sequel because every movie has a sequel these days. They're not going to be able to keep bringing all 20 of these big names back to keep filming movies because that's just too much money. So I personally think at least half of them are going to die.
Yeah. I'm just excited for a trailer. They didn't really release a trailer. They released what the characters were.
They released the characters and they released like
A behind the scenes kind of
behind
thing.
the scenes kind of trailer.
Like they did for Infinity War for a long time.
Yeah, like with like James Gunn talking about the movie and stuff, and
He's excited
some
for it.
behind the scenes footage. Yeah,
He's excited for it, so I'm excited for it.
yeah, I trust James Gunn. He's a good director.
Yeah.
So I'm tentatively excited for it.
Yeah.
Now, the most important thing that came out of DC fandom. Is it pronounced fandom? But it was spelled like fandom.
Well,
there was an E at the end.
Yeah, because it is a fandom. It was a convention originally.
It was supposed to be a convention.
Yeah, but it was just online.
Sorry for that.
It's fine because we have better audio.
That just means the truck's gonna be louder.
But we're loud.
But we're louder.
Anyway.
So
I was at Noah's house.
Yes.
Last Friday.
When this was happening,
we were just playing Smash and watching something. Forgot.
and
Aladdin.
then we realized the trailers were out because
And
DC fandom
I
was
looked
happening.
on YouTube and the Batman Robert Pattinson trailer came out. So we watched it on this huge TV.
That is the most important thing that came out of DC fandom.
And sorry for swearing, but holy shit. Dude. That's my review of that.
Dude. It looks so good.
It looks amazing.
It looks so good.
So here's the thing. When people think Robert Pattinson, they think, oh, that's the vampire guy.
That's the vampire boy.
He looks amazing. He
Bold
looks
of
great
him,
as
bold
Bruce
of
Wayne.
him to do that. So there's a scene in it where it's him out of the mask with the eyeliner on. Bold of him to do that.
Yeah.
Because he is still just associated with Vampire Boy, but it's bold of him to just
goth
show
rich
up on
boy.
camera wearing mascara.
Yeah.
And
so,
eyeliner.
So the trailer came out. It seems like Riddler will be the main villain.
Yes.
They released what the Batmobile looks like, what the whole suit looks like, what his voice looks
give your
like.
opinions on it. I was gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna interrupt you.
Yeah. What his voice looks like in the suit.
Sounds like.
The whole.
You can't really look at a voice.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Sounds like.
The trailer was basically going over scenes while a riddle was playing all throughout it. Basically going over scenes in the movie, and the best scene that they released that made me super excited about it was a bunch of gang members came up to Batman saying, "Who are you?" And then he just starts beating the crap out of him.
They kind of come up to him and like
without audio, without any
there's
music,
no
or
music
anything.
or anything. They kind of come up to him and it looks like they're gonna attack him, and then he just grabs one dude's arm and I can't move my hands around as much with these mics. That's something we're going to have to work around. But still, he grabs one dude's arm, and without letting go, he just beats him down with one hand. He just, boom.
It's
boom,
pretty
boom,
brutal.
Boom, boom. This movie is going to be, I mean, there wasn't like blood or anything, but it was intense.
Yeah.
This movie is going to be crazy intense. Like, the fight scenes are going to be brutal. And I'm very excited.
So I watched the trailer with my dad, and he said that, okay, yeah, new Batman, that sounds good, but I just wish, I don't know, it seems so dark. And I don't understand that argument, because how do you do Batman not dark? It wouldn't be a good Batman.
If you do Batman not dark, it's Adam West, and that is super campy.
Can't do that.
And that's not the way to do a good Batman.
Yeah, I'm just really excited about it. That's my review.
It looks very good. We're both very excited for it. I hope it is as good as I want it to be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it has a lot of potential, and it has a bunch of big names. Oh, also Penguin was confirmed.
Yeah, I know.
Penguin is in it. Riddler's the main villain.
Yeah,
and that wasn't Hush; it was Riddler.
Okay.
With the face covering.
Yeah.
And Catwoman is in it, who is played by Zoe Kravitz. You know her. Is it
from what?
Zoe? Something Kravitz.
From what?
What have you seen her in? You've definitely seen her. She's been in movies.
So there's going to be like 4 Marvel movies next year.
Hopefully. Well, no, I think they're all just getting pushed back. So maybe
3 or
probably
2?
2 or 3 again.
I am more excited about this movie than any other movie next year.
Yeah, the thing is, until
trailers come out for MCU, maybe?
Trailers come out, but until like Doctor Strange, I'm not that excited for any Marvel movies that are coming out like in the next year,
like Eternals and
that's just because I know nothing about them. Maybe they will be amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be my favorite Marvel movie somehow.
Yeah.
But Right now, I just don't know anything about them. So, but I know Batman.
Yeah.
And I'm just very excited for it.
See, I'm a really big Batman fan because of the Arkham games, and I'm hugely into the lore and everything, and I love Batman, and the villains are amazing. All of them, not just the Joker. And I'm so excited to see it again and not have it be Christian Bale.
Yeah. I mean, Christian Bale, don't get me wrong. Christian Bale
Oh, that's not what I meant.
did an amazing job.
That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
yeah.
I mean, like a new perspective.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a new take on Batman.
Yeah. Because Ben Affleck, I wasn't a big fan of. Just how
Yeah,
they
he's actually
interpreted
coming
it.
back.
Yeah,
He
I
left,
saw that.
but he's coming back for the Flash movie because they're making a Flash movie.
Yeah. So is Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yeah, because the big thing with Flash is multiverse.
Yeah.
Because Flashpoint paradox and all that. I'm so excited for Michael Keaton to come. If you don't know, at one point in the last 50 years or something, Michael Keaton played
Wow.
Batman. I think
What a range.
Was it in the 90s?
I think it was the 80s.
80s to 90s,
Yeah.
somewhere
So
in
yeah,
there.
40 years.
Yeah, about 40 years ago, Michael Keaton played Batman. And I'm excited to see him come back for that. It's going to be so...
They've confirmed it too.
Yeah.
That's so weird to think about.
It's going to be so interesting. Okay.
Which leads me to kind of unrelated, but what if they do what's his name? Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in a new MCU
I want
movie.
all three of... I want Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland to all be in a movie together.
That would be amazing, and nothing's stopping them because it's all Sony.
It is... They are all
It
owned by
is.
Sony. It's just... The only thing stopping them is cowardice.
It's pride, isn't it? Isn't it, guys?
Probably.
This is to you, Sony.
I was calling them cowards. We need to get on the same page here.
Oh, so
Are they
hey,
cowards. Or are
cowards.
they prideful?
Oh, they could be both.
They could be prideful cowards.
Yeah.
Hey, you cowardice priders. Priders.
Cowardice priders.
You cowardice priders.
Hey, guys.
That sounds like... If you don't know the meaning of either of those words, that sounds like a name from, like, Borderlands or something.
I was gonna say like a dystopian
Cowardice prider.
rebel.
Oh, you know what it sounds like?
What?
It sounds like an alternate... It should be like Katniss.
Cowardice prider.
Cowardice Prider sounds like the protagonist of
And
a
from-
dystopian YA
And
novel.
from District 5, it's Cowardice Prider.
Cowardice Prider. It sounds like
And it seems like what an author would make up just to say like, oh, these are opposites, but it's
Yeah.
the same character. Ooh.
It sounds... that's terrible. It really does just sound like the protagonist
Yeah.
of a dystopian YA novel. Cowardice Prider. I'm writing a book.
Anyway,
The
Sony,
main character's name is Cowardice
you're the main
Prider.
character in this dystopian world you set us up in
You
until
Cowardice Prider.
until you put all three Spider-Mans in one movie.
Yeah.
You can put Jake Johnson
hey,
in one.
Hey, even if it's Into the Spider-Verse,
That's fine,
I'll
too.
Take it. I'll take it.
That's fine. If all of them are voicing their own characters in that
Into the
movie,
Spider-Verse 2, that'd be wonderful.
all as Peter Parker,
They were originally talking about that when
Oh.
they first started making Into
Yeah.
the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
That was originally like kind of part of the plan. They wanted to do it, it just didn't work out.
they also wanted
for
to put
some
Tom Holland
reason.
in the Venom movie, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Which
Because
I'm
of
glad. they
Cowardice
didn't.
pride.
Because of cowardice pride, guys. You have all the power in the world to make any Spider-Man movie you want. You did good at Into the Spider-Verse, but now it's step 2
Into the Spider-Verse was so good.
to do even better than
Yeah.
that. Okay?
I
you guys
can't-
got it.
when
Dear
is-
Sony.
When is Into
Sony
the Spider-Verse 2
2020.
supposed to be?
Huh?
What are you
What'd you
saying?
say?
What are you saying?
Nothing.
When is Into the Spider-Verse 2 supposed to be coming out?
The
2021 or
2023?
2022?
Probably 2022.
Not 2023.
Honestly,
Maybe 22.
I could wait 3 years for another one.
I could, if it's as good as the first one, I could wait
Take
a
your
long
time.
for it.
Take your
Seriously,
time.
Take your time.
Yep.
If it's as good as the first one, take all the time you need.
Yep.
So,
Anyway,
I think that's our movie segment, ain't it?
I think.
That's a. Let me make sure real quick. Yeah, that's about it for our movie segment. Very excited for Batman. Suicide Squad might be good. The Suicide Squad might be good.
Mm-hmm.
And
What was the first thing we said?
is
It's Zack Snyder.
coming of age stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my recent ones, I forgot to say, was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Go ahead. Oh, coming of age. That's a good coming of age movie.
I think there are a couple of superhero movies that you'll like even if you don't like superheroes.
Yeah.
That's
Homecoming
one.
is one of them.
Another one is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Another
that's
one
just
is
a fun movie.
Thor Ragnarok.
And Ragnarok is just hilarious.
My mom, who hates superhero movies, loves that movie. Probably
My
because
mom
of Chris
loves it, too.
Hemsworth. But
Yeah.
but yeah.
Oh, I have
Go ahead.
I almost forgot about this. I have a movie recommendation of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, we're going to be recommending random things every week now.
Yeah.
Well, if we have things to recommend. I don't know why we haven't done this earlier.
Yeah.
But the movie recommendation of the week is a movie called Wait Until Dark. It's a 1967 movie starring Audrey Hepburn. And I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I think it's better if you go into it not really knowing what it's about. But it's a sort of thriller. But I mean, it's from 1967. It's not that scary. But that's kind of the best way I can describe it. Mm-hmm. Like I expected it to be good. I like old movies, but it like surprised me. It's a really good movie.
In the 1960s.
Well, no, there's a lot of really good movies in the 60s.
I mean,
I just didn't think it was going to be that good, and then it was really good.
But most 1960s movies that you've heard about that are classics, are good.
This isn't like a classic. Nobody's heard of this.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard of it until a couple days ago when my mom was like, "Hey, you should see this movie." That's why I like movies, or old movies, by the way. My mom really likes old movies, so I grew up on them. Mm-hmm. That's why I like movies a lot. Both of my parents love movies. But anyway, Wait Until Dark, starring Audrey Hepburn. Very good movie. Surprisingly good.
Yeah. I have one.
That's my movie recommendation of the week.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Very recent not very recent, but pretty recent movie. It was a Sundance movie, I believe, starring Daniel Radcliffe, Swiss Army Man.
I still haven't seen it, but I've heard very good things.
It's not the best movie in the world, of course.
Yeah.
Well, which I say about a lot of movies, but
well, none of them are. That's the problem.
All of them are. Anyway,
that's not true.
This movie is very unique, and the dialogue is special. The best thing about the movie is its soundtrack. It's great.
That's what I heard.
It's all for the movie, and it's really good. Good acting, good story. It is very weird though. You can get very weirded out by it very quickly. And I won't tell you what it's about, Swiss Army Man, but I can tell you that it is worth the watch. The ending is okay, I'll say.
Oh, really?
But that you're not watching it for the ending, you're watching it for the entire movie,
but
which
the rest
is good.
of the movie makes up for it.
I give it like 8 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Almost 9 out of 10.
Nice.
It's a really good movie. But yeah, that's my movie of the recommendation week.
Nice. I'll probably usually be doing more obscure and a lot of times older movies because I feel like not a lot of people have watched enough old movies.
Yeah, I'm not going to
recommend
movies. I'm not going to recommend popular movies.
Yeah, obviously.
Except Baby Driver every week.
Baby Driver.
And Shrek 2.
Every week.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be doing certain recommendations. I actually also have a TV show recommendation this week.
Before you go do that, I was going to say, what if I recommend Baby Driver and Shrek 2 every single week? You say like an actual obscure movie. I'm like,
and you're like,
okay, mine this week.
I actually have one too this week.
Yeah, mine is Baby Driver.
And also Shrek 2. What if we both do? I say Baby Driver, you say Shrek 2 every week.
And sometimes we switch it up and say,
and then every now and then I'll say How to Train Your Dragon. And that's it.
How to Train Your Baby Driver 2.
How to Train Your Baby Driver 2.
How to Train Your Baby Driver 2. Anyway, what's your TV show recommendation?
My TV show recommendation of the week is a show called White Collar. Have you ever heard of White Collar?
I have never heard of that.
Okay, so it's a early to mid, or that's when it started, 2000s crime show. And hear me out. Okay, so you've seen Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah.
It's essentially Catch Me If You Can, but at the end of the movie, when Leonardo DiCaprio decides to go back and help the FBI or the feds or who.
It was FBI, I think.
Was Tom Hanks FBI?
I'm pretty sure.
But he decides to go back and help the FBI, and then they solve crimes together. It's about a white-collar criminal. The white-collar division of crime is money, like money laundering, forgeries, stuff like that. It's all money stuff, which is actually what Catch Me If You Can was, too. It's just forgeries and stuff like that. So he's a white-collar criminal, and this probably hurt my stomach grumble.
I heard it, too.
Yeah.
You just ate.
Yeah,
It was digestion.
It was digestion. So he's in prison. The criminal is in prison, and instead of just serving out the rest of his sentence, he convinces the FBI agent who caught him to let him serve the rest of his time working with the FBI. And it's a very fun show. The acting is mediocre. It gets better as the show is going. I haven't even finished it. Mm-hmm. I started it a long time ago, and I just started it again. The acting is mediocre because it's an early to mid 2000s show. Anytime there's CGI or they're standing in front of a green screen, it is terrible. But
that's part of it, though.
Yeah, that's part of the fun of those kinds of like 2000s shows. especially crime shows.
Mm-hmm.
But the concept is good, and Alexandria Daddario is in it at points.
Oh, Annabeth.
Yes. No. Not my Annabeth. Hashtag not my Annabeth. Ooh, that was in sync. So, I mean, yeah, once you get past... The chemistry between the characters is good. Like, the chemistry between the eventual friendship between the FBI agent and the criminal is actually pretty good. Like, the on-screen chemistry. They seem to actually get along and everything.
Awesome.
And it's just a fun show. You kind of gotta bear through it at times where it's a little cringy because it's an early 2000s show. That happens.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, check it out. I think it's just a fun show. That's my show recommendation.
I guess mine this week is The Boys.
You don't have to do one. Like, I didn't do a music recommendation this week.
Well, I only say The Boys because season
it out?
2.
Wait,
season 2 is coming out on Friday.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So if you don't know,
Hi, Truck. Hi, Mr. Truck.
there are only 2 good shows on. I don't know if there's only
On
2.
Amazon.
I've seen 2 good shows on Amazon. One is
Amazon Originals.
Yeah,
Hunters.
Prime Videos. The Hunters, and one of them is The Boys. The Boys is an extremely unique concept on superheroes.
Except for the fact that it's just the Watchmen, but better. Watchmen did that already.
Yeah.
The corrupt superheroes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it's not super unique.
Corrupt
technically,
superheroes that
but
take
the way
over,
they do it is a lot of fun, and I like it more than Watchmen.
It's really gory. So
It is.
I wouldn't
That's true.
I wouldn't watch it if you don't like that. But it is
And
such a good show.
Don't let your children
And
watch that.
Yeah. Season 2 it comes out on Friday. It's
I'm very
really
excited
exciting.
for it. Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a very good show.
that's my
Corrupt
show recommendation.
superheroes, and it's fun. And
It
it's
has
good. Some good actors in it.
yeah. I only
Well,
recognize
no, we only know Billy
Elizabeth
Butcher.
Shue too.
Oh,
She's the blonde power lady.
what else is she in?
A lot of stuff. She's the girl in Karate Kid. She's the love interest in Karate Kid, actually. Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, that's her. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry, I couldn't place her face in my head for a second, but I figured it out.
How I
Yes, but also Billy Butcher, that actor has been in things
oh, of course. Also
like Star Trek.
an
He was
episode
Bones in the
pilot-
Chris Pine Star Trek.
in the pilot
In the
of
Chris Pine
in
Star
the,
Trek movie.
in the pilot of Community. Abed said Britta looked like Elizabeth Shue, and that's why I looked it up, and that's why I know who she is.
I don't think she does.
No, she doesn't.
Is she blonde in The Boys? Isn't
Yeah.
she normally a redhead?
No, she's a redhead in Karate Kid, I
Yeah.
think. But I think she's normally blonde.
Is she normally blonde?
I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't really matter. I'm just curious.
Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue. She's a good actress.
She has a big shoe.
That was dumb.
How much time do we have left?
Probably 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Ish.
But yeah,
Because
The Boys.
editing down and everything.
Yeah.
The Boys, yes, very good show.
So,
Also Hunters. That's
yeah, starring Percy Jackson.
yeah. Those are Amazon originals.
Yeah.
Just shows on Amazon. Psych. Psych is on Amazon.
That's true.
All of Psych is on Amazon, except for the musical and the movie.
Yeah.
Those aren't on Amazon.
For
Prime.
Prime.
They're on Amazon.
Prime
You gotta
Video.
pay for them. Prime.
Steak.
Prime rib.
12-ounce medium well.
What's your
Wait, medium
What's your
rare.
wait? First, medium. First of all,
Yeah.
the best answer is medium rare.
Yeah.
That is the best way to have your steak cooked. What's your favorite kind of steak?
Filet.
That filet mignon is.
It's the right answer
That's probably the right
because
answer.
it's the best quality.
Except for like maybe Kobe beef, but authentic.
That's different though.
Authentic Kobe.
Yeah.
Because it's the way they raise the cows and everything
Yeah.
that makes the Kobe real Kobe, when it's real Kobe beef from Japan, is very expensive.
Oh yeah,
I've never actually had it.
I haven't either.
Like it's very. I want to. But that's like one of the best types of beef ever.
Here's the thing though, medium rare is almost too chewy for me. I sometimes just get medium. Medium well is just like a hamburger. So
Here's why you're wrong.
okay.
Because medium rare, first of all, just isn't it's not that chewy. It's not that chewy. But it's juicy and you get all the flavors of the meat plus the seasoning.
It's juicy no matter how much
and-
you cook it.
No.
In the mediums.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Medium well is not juicy.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I
It's
would
not
know.
as juicy as it should be.
I think medium is like the
Listen.
the
Listen.
prime.
Don't listen to him. Medium rare is the best way and only way to
He's
cook
mad
your
at me
steak.
for
Medium
a steak
rare.
opinion, and that's kind of unfair.
Little pink. Or a lot of pink.
He gets mad about little opinions like that.
Medium rare. I'm going to food school. I'm supposed to.
That's a good point.
Medium rare is the best way to cook your meat.
So, my mom gets medium rare at restaurants, and she never finishes it, so I usually get some medium rare no matter what.
It's the best.
Medium.
Now, anyway.
My dad likes it, like,
Charred?
well.
Ugh.
I hate it.
That crumbles in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's like eating chalk.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, it's not that bad.
It's like eating chalk.
It's drier, and that's
Anything
why
past medium is like eating chalk.
especially raw.
No, I said past, not raw.
Not
Is
what?
before. Raw is before
Before it?
medium. Raw is before
Yeah?
because it's
Uh-huh.
raw,
Yeah.
rare, medium rare,
Medium
well, burnt.
That's the next. What is the next one?
I'm
Well
pretty
done.
sure. Well is well done. Well done because.
Then it's done.
How do you know when your steak is done? It's
Done.
It's done. It's at the burnt. It's at the done stage.
How would you like your steak?
Done. Well, sir, I'm not sure we do any other
Done.
ways.
Make it done.
Okay.
Brings out like anything. Oh, thanks.
It's
I just
done.
wanted it done.
It's done.
Very subjective.
Yeah, very.
Yep.
Is it getting a little too dark?
It looks like our first one a little bit,
It does.
and it's very nostalgic to me.
I
Look how far we've come.
actually so a few weeks ago I went back and watched our first episode. I think we talked about it already.
Okay.
But I went back and watched our first episode.
You did. But
Yeah. What?
You did.
We already talked about it. Yeah.
Just do it again. I don't care.
I'm saying something I haven't said before. I actually didn't mind the crickets. I feel like it added an ambiance.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It adds a peaceful. And the fire is actually kind of illuminating a little bit.
A little bit. We could turn it up a little bit to make
That's
it a little
fine.
brighter if you
I
want.
don't care, dude.
Okay. I could also just go make it actually brighter.
No.
Yes. Welcome back. This camera,
He brightened it up a little bit. You didn't listen to me.
maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it looks in post. This camera doesn't do as well in
And dark?
dark conditions. That's fine.
Probably 'cause
It doesn't
not a
do as well.
recording
It's not
camera.
a video camera. It's a picture camera.
Ow.
All right.
Clap.
I didn't stop the recording.
Fine.
We're still good. All right. So, okay. So, real quick, this is going to be a really quick No, not yet.
Okay.
It's going to be a really quick segment this week, as it has been recently. Real quick video games.
Skip 2 minutes if you don't like video games.
Skip like 2 minutes. Yeah. So, possible new Nintendo Switch model coming out next year, like a Nintendo Switch Pro kind of thing. Don't really care.
Yeah. What else?
Call of Duty Cold War. Don't really care. There's a trailer out. Go watch it if you care.
I will download Modern Warfare instead for the next 2 years. Good.
Unless it gets too big.
Unless it gets too big.
But it's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It is a Black Ops.
I don't care.
Okay. Me neither, really. We'll see if it's good. If
Yeah.
it's good, I'll get it. If it's not, I won't.
The only thing is, when I looked it up on YouTube, the trailer, it was like in different fonts. So I was like, ooh, different font. And then I just skipped it.
Yeah. That's basically it. This is completely... I wasn't planning this at all, and completely unrelated. I really hope Cyberpunk is good. I really want Cyberpunk to be good.
Is this like the 10th episode you've listed it? I really hope it's good so you're just not sad when you buy it for $60.
But I'm not going to buy it right away.
Yeah, you
I've
never
already
do.
decided I'm not going to buy it right away. I'm going to let people tell me what to do.
Nice.
I'm going to let people tell me what to think. Next. So, another thing that came out at DC Fandom was Gotham Knights, which looks so dumb. So, the Arkham games are a series of Batman games made by Rocksteady Studios.
And they're super good.
And the last one was called Arkham Knights, or Arkham Knight, singular.
Yeah.
And now this new Gotham Knights game, I'm not going to tell you what it's about. We're making the segment very short this week because we have one last big thing to get to. Go look it up if you care. Gotham Knights they're definitely just playing off of the Arkham Knight title, just calling it Gotham Knights, and it looks dumb and bad. And it's not by Rocksteady; it's by a different company.
It's
and they're just playing off of the hype around the Arkham games.
It doesn't look good. It's completely different, even though they stemmed off of they began the trailer what Arkham Knight ended off, but it's not in this. It's not the same universe.
It didn't end. That's not how Arkham Knight ended. I don't want to spoil anything, but he didn't. That's not how that ended, is it?
Yes.
I played it. He didn't.
We'll talk about it later.
Cut.
Gotham Knights
I
played off of Arkham Knight, and
brightness
it
of the camera
looks so bad. And
it looks not good, and it looks like it's just trying to play off the Arkham games, but not well.
But the same creators of Arkham games,
Rocksteady Studios
is making a Suicide Squad game called
Suicide Squad.
Kill the Justice League.
Kill the Justice. Kill the Justice League.
Which looks really cool.
Looks very fun and it looks silly,
unique.
like Suicide Squad should be, and it looks like a lot of fun, and I'm very excited for it. And I also bet you that Batman will be in that game.
Yeah.
They'll reveal that because it does take place in the Arkham universe, the Suicide Squad game, not the Gotham Knights game.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad game. So I bet you he'll like come back or have a cameo in that or something, just saying he's not dead.
Anyway,
it looks very fun and very interesting. That's video games.
Thank you for
coming to Hate Video Game. We're not going to call it that.
But yeah.
So now on to our last topic, a very somber one. We wanted to do this at the end of the video because we didn't want to talk about it and then go on to more jokey things. So we're going to bring it down a little bit. As I'm sure you all know, Chadwick Boseman died last week. It was very depressing.
I don't know. This one hit different to me
because it just didn't seem. It just came out of nowhere, and I mean, obviously he kept it very, very close to the vest. He didn't want people to know.
Which is good.
Yeah, I mean, he just kept working, and even while he was battling cancer, he died of cancer. If you don't know, I don't know how you don't at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But Chadwick Boseman died of cancer last week, and even while he was battling it, he was filming movies. He made movies with cancer.
Too.
Really good movies. He played Black Panther with cancer. He did that 21 Bridges movie, which is very good. So we're kind of gonna.
He was in 2 Avengers movies.
It's just, it was such a blow. Nobody saw it coming.
I don't know.
We're gonna kind of do what we did for Robin Williams a couple weeks ago. The last episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Just talk about our favorite stuff.
I just wanted to say I didn't realize how much he has ahead of him too.
He had such a career ahead of him.
Yeah, man. He was only 43, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
I think he did know that he was.
Well, yeah.
He couldn't do much, but with what he had, he did great.
Yeah.
Again, they confirmed a Black Panther 2 and everything, and I don't know. He was just about to be one of the best superheroes in the MCU. I really believe that. And so much more too. That's the thing, though. He wasn't a typecast.
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
He wasn't a typecast.
He did a lot of different kinds of movies.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, he just. This isn't my own words. I read this, but I very much agree with it. He had the unique ability to breathe life into whatever character he was playing, like in a very specific way that not many actors or actresses have. He just doesn't. It didn't really matter the character. He just brought it to life in a certain way. Like it felt like a real character. Like that's how that character should be and was. It's, like, even in the Jackie Robinson movie, he was playing a real person.
Yeah. He was right for the role.
But like he made you feel like you actually knew him. Like everybody knows who Jackie Robinson is or was, but like in that role, it felt like he was a real person. He was alive again.
Mm-hmm.
He had like what I said, the unique ability to just breathe life into the characters he played in a very, very unique way. Like I can't think of a better word for it. I mean, we'll talk a little bit about his best movies just to kind of celebrate his life. I mean, obviously, Black Panther, great role. I'm not gonna lie and say Black Panther is still not one of my favorite Marvel movies, but he's still the character. He still played the character excellently.
T'Challa was one of the best characters.
My reasoning for not liking the Black Panther movie that much had nothing to do with the character. I love the character. It was just the writing and stuff that I didn't like so much. But his portrayal of the character is still amazing. And in Civil War and then in Infinity War and Endgame, Black Panther was an amazing character and amazingly played by Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, playing Jackie Robinson in 42, another great movie. Just, I mean, the story's amazing and the character, the person.
Important role.
Very important role. And he pulled it off amazingly. He played the character so well. He played it so well. And then, did you ever see 21 Bridges?
No.
Very good movie also. It was also a unique movie. It was a crime movie though. It wasn't the movie of the year or anything, but a very good movie, and he played his character amazingly.
Yeah.
Everything he was in, didn't matter if the movie itself was good, like if it had good writing. It just, whatever character he was, he played well. No matter what.
Yeah.
He was a very, very good actor.
Um,
I'm looking at all his movies right now.
Yeah, I don't know. This one, just so unexpected, I think. That's why. If you don't know, his family tweeted on his Twitter. That's how they announced it. And now that is by far the most liked and retweeted tweet ever. And people are saying, like, it's a tribute for a king, you know? People looked at him as a king. They looked at him as a superhero. And I think what he represented was a very, very, very significant. One of the most significant characters.
Yeah. Out there.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, go watch Marvel's tribute to him. You Will Always Be Our King.
Yeah.
It's a very good Chadwick Boseman tribute that Marvel Studios put out.
Yep.
But
yeah.
So yeah, it's just, we wanted to talk a little bit about him and honor his legacy.
Thank you, Chadwick.
Thanks, Chadwick.
Always
Gonna
be
miss
our
you,
king.
bud.
Yeah.
You will always be our king. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.